Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks, a weekly edutainment and knowledge sharing program out live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the field that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I have with you every Tuesday 5 p.m. I'm your host Tariq Al-Barwani along with our studio engineer DJ Ayub for an hour bringing you free knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, stay tuned after this music break for today's interesting personality and today's knowledge topic. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Tariq Al-Barwani along with our studio engineer DJ Ayub with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. What would it take to open and run a car polishing and maintenance shop? Well, my guest this week is Mr. Hamood Muhammad Al-Maskri, and he's my guest who will be sharing with you all that you need to know about car polishing. How would it go to open a shop? What would it go about operating it and successfully managing such a business? But first, who is Hamood and what can you learn from him? Hamood Muhammad Saeed Al-Maskri is the founder and owner of car polishing business here in Oman. Hamood has an interesting story to share from the idea to conceptualizing his project into reality. And that is what it will be shared today here in Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. So we will be going to how did he come up with the idea until how did he materialize the idea. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've got many people who have a lot of ideas. People sit in coffee shop, two different people sit and talk. I would like to set up an idea. I would like to set up a project and so on. But the ones who go out and really set up their ideas and make it operating is what really matters, because you can have a lot of ideas, but if you don't implement them, that becomes an issue. So today, ladies and gentlemen, here's an example of a guy who just had an idea in his mind, went out and implemented it. What we need to know today is how did he go about implementing it? Now that he implemented it, what does he do about it? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and very good evening, Hamood.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Tariq. Very good evening to you too. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Very pleased to have you here today with us on Oman Radio FM, Hamood, to speak about the business that you have started,
yes,
which is on car polishing company.
Yes, sir.
To first and foremost, please, of course I know about you.
Yes.
I've been told by a very good friend of mine about you, and I was intrigued because I like to know people who have actually started something, has become successful with doing something, and in order for us to have that example for others to learn as well. Now, please tell us about yourself, Hamood.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Regarding about me personally, I've been working for around 8 years. Okay, and actually my age right now is 29.
MashaAllah.
I'm going to be 29 inshallah this November. And I always, starting in my working days, I never thought of doing a business. You know, I just wanted to spend money because that's the first work that I got. I had a good, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. My salary was high, and you know, I just finished. Well, that was my first work, so I was just thinking of spending money, and I was, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. You know, after you learn from your lessons, I can say that I've worked 5 years for one company, and you know, I've learned things, and you know, I've learned a lot through this journey, and
through the company that you're working for,
through the company and through all the companies. I mean, we take something from the companies that we're learning. We might some people might complain about the companies, whatever, but whenever you leave, you do believe that you have learned a lot from the company. There's a reason why you went there, to catch the good things.
I love that. Then I want to capture that point before we continue,
please,
because this is something that many people need to treasure, and I respect what you're saying, Hamood.
Thank you.
Is that many people work in different companies, and then you know there's a lot of bureaucracy, politics, issues, challenges, and they leave and they say, you know, this company I worked with boss A and wasn't good, or this company was not paying me good, or this and that. But people really need to think about the value
Yes.
that they get out of these companies. Is that right?
You're completely right, and I completely agree with you, Tariq. You know, one thing is when somebody actually enters in the company, and everybody knows this. Yani, when you enter in a company first, the employee is like really motivated. You know, he has his plans in front of him. You know, he has a high motivation to work and not listen because he's freshly there. You know, but through time, if you don't look at what you work at, you know, you have to stay motivated in life. You know, don't listen to, because some people are not motivated. You know, as you said, politics, whatever, all these things. You came there. You have a journey, as I say. Yani, everybody has a journey there. So you just don't mind people. Just look at what you have. You have your goals in your life. You meet people there. Everybody that you meet in the company are coming for the same thing that you're coming. They came to work. So everybody's coming from a different background. When you come to work, I mean, you know, nothing comes easy in this life. So when you get a company in the beginning, you're motivated. Then why are you not motivated later? Because you started comparing yourself with people. That's what happens. So,
and the thing is, people should really think that before they enter this company, they had nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, and then when they enter this company, at least they say, Alhamdulillah, and thank Allah that they already got the job. Instead of saying, you know, he gets this, I don't get this, I don't get this, right? Of course, everyone has to be ambitious. People have to work hard.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
That's completely right. You know, we humans, we forget, and we forget the blessings. When we started first, when you come in the company first, you know, you're really motivated. But
once you start getting influenced by the number of people who are there.
Yes. That's why the thing is, if you notice the successful people, a lot of people that, you know, they have a focus in their mind. They're serious about their life. They don't look at other people. They look at what's in front of them, what their job is, what their duty is. Even if it's, you know, sometimes you can get somebody that just cleans the floor, but you see him cleaning the floor and he's really happy and he respects his job and he comes on time. You know, you feel shy sometimes that I have a bigger position and you know, I don't have that much respect for my job. You know, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a job. And believe me, that's one of the things about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one that keeps people's success. So he gives the human the rizq, the job.
Yeah, and the job is a prayer. They say al-amal ibadah.
بالضبط.
Yeah, so people should really appreciate that and respect that.
Yes. So alhamdulillah, everybody has their journey in life, as I told you, Tariq, and you know, we have to keep, you have to, you know, life is moving fast. You know, it's not getting any difficult. You know, things are getting expensive. So what are you doing about it? You have to be focused on your life. You have to try whatever ambition you have. Believe me, if you have any goal in your life, just stick to it. And believe me, if you really want that goal, you will get it. But it's not going to be easy. You have to be mentally prepared for the journey. You know, that's one of the things. A lot of people, like you said, a lot of people, they think about things, but there are a few that implement. Because, you know, that implement is actually, you know, we learn from people. Believe me, Tariq. We all humans, we learn from each other.
Sahih.
Nobody is smarter than the other. I can learn from anybody, and you know, I never think I'm better than anybody.
True.
So التوفيق يجي من الله أول شيء. You know, but لكن لازم أنت تتوكل. Somebody should have a desire to do something. If it's good for you, if it's benefiting, okay, once you get this thing, what do you want to do with it? If example, business, okay, once you accomplish the business, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to raise a family? You know, that kind of ambition makes your things easy. And believe me, they say if there's a will, there's a way. I believe that.
Definitely.
Because yes.
But there is a will, there is a way.
Yes.
And I liked what you said, Hamood, is that we human beings, I mean, success factor is very simple.
Yes.
You need to have a passion in something that you want to do.
Yes.
You have to work hard for it.
Exactly.
And don't forget to tawakkal ala Allah, as you said.
بالضبط.
And then anything that happens, good or bad,
Yes.
you don't know. God knows.
Exactly.
So it's good at the end of the day.
That's
Yes.
you know, you hit it right there, because
Yeah.
Tariq, when you have tawakkul with Allah,
No.
you know, whatever good or bad happens, you actually know that it's from God, so you can handle it. You're mentally prepared. You're mentally prepared for whatever. But if you think about yourself, tawakkal ala nafsik, you know, you have waswas and you have a lot of thoughts every day. You wake up with a thought, you know. You know, you look at people. This is a human, but if we give that strength to a higher power, we give that, you know, our ambition. We just have to work hard. You know, we have to work hard and leave the rest.
Leave the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And believe me, when you work hard and you have to have patience, you know, nothing comes easy in this world. That's why, you know, the people who are far, the people who have reached places, these business people, believe me, if you really know them, they didn't get it easy, but they were prepared for it. They were mentally ready for it, for the ups and downs. And believe me, it's not that hard. In fact, if you're really ambitious to do something, Tariq, I think you know it better than anybody. You will get it, even if you feel like sometimes the road is not easy. But you will, because of the ambition is there, you will not feel the pain of the road, or you'll not feel, you still have that ambition, and you will pass through and you will get it. You will reach it.
I really love your positive attitude,
Thank you.
Hamood, mashallah. And of course, as you know, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the bulb, the light bulb.
Yes.
It took him 1,000 times to get where he is and to succeed with the bulb. Today, he's a history and legend that we all look up to in terms of, someone who's created a project, went through a lot of failure until they got it right. So if he did it 1,000 times, can't we do 2, 3, 4, 5?
We can do
thousands, too much.
Yes.
You agree with that, right?
Yes, I do agree with
Hamood,
that.
today our program is about the car polishing business
Yes.
that you have.
Yes.
And I'm very pleased that you told me you've been working in a number of companies here in Oman.
Yes.
And then you finally decided to open up your own business.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Please tell us about it.
Yes, I will tell you about it. Once this idea of car polishing, it actually came in my mind around 5 months ago.
Okay.
What happened was, as I told you, I've been working for the companies, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. They're professional companies, but the idea itself actually came in 5 months ago of opening a car polish shop. The business idea, wishing to do something, business, looking at the country that's developing and thinking that now's the time. It's probably like 1.5 years.
So it was many years ago you were just thinking about the idea.
Oh, yes.
And then 5 months you came and you said, this is what I want to do. It's a car polishing business.
Yes,
and
yes.
then you went up and opened the business.
Alhamdulillah.
Awesome.
What happened is, once the idea came in, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I started, my father actually helped me out all of a sudden. I had that, if I had an opportunity to do anything, because I wasted my company years, I played with my money, although I had a high salary.
Okay.
But since 2 years ago, since I start seeing the life is changing and I'm getting old, Hamood, what have you done for yourself?
Hamood, you're not old, man. You say you're 29 years old.
Yes, I'm 29 years old.
I'm 36 years old.
MashaAllah.
I'm 7 years old. And you make me feel very old, my friend. I will leave this program feel very, very bad.
No, mashallah.
Yeah.
No, believe me, you're okay. Yeah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I wish to stay that healthy, but exactly what I was telling you, Tariq, is I had this idea of doing something 1.5 years ago, and I realized that I'm getting old. Everybody, because I had opportunities. It depends on everybody's human. Every guy, he had a lot of opportunities. I feel that I had a lot of opportunities that I played around, and I didn't take it serious. So the realization came to me 1.5 years ago that, man, if I could do something, I would open something right now, but I don't have the money. I would open it for even 5,000 riyal. If I just had 5,000 riyal, I just want to do something, make something for me. Because when you have a business, it's something that you leave for your family, Tariq.
Yeah.
Example, if the company is good to work for the company, you can get to the managers or whatever, getting 5,000 riyal, whatever, but you're still working for somebody, and if you leave from there,
you're always a slave.
Exactly. It's the modern day slavery. We don't, people have different ambitions. If somebody, he has the full right to work, it's okay, but for me, I had an ambition to work for myself, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, believe me, 1.5 years ago, it was just in my mind, subhanallah. 5 months ago, my father, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, may Allah grant him a high special place in Jannah, him and my mom, Alhamdulillah, and all the mothers and fathers.
As they say, Jannah تحت أقدام الأمهات.
Yes, brother. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. He helped me out, Tariq. He came in, and that's when I didn't believe it. I didn't believe, because I know my father. He helped me out all my life, man. He gave me some good education. Alhamdulillah. I had a good opportunity to study and make something of myself, but I let that slide, and I had to pay the cost. And he wanted me to learn from my mistakes. I don't blame him, because he tried his best. He did more than his best, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, till today he's helping me out. All my parents, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So Alhamdulillah, the idea came 5 months ago. My father's like, okay, just do something for yourself. I told my father about the idea. I'm thinking of opening a car polish shop. I actually wanted to open a car wash.
Okay.
But later on, subhanallah, because right now, the country doesn't have that much water. So water, wasting it on cleaning the water, I understand it. We should try to save water because it's not raining every day, here. So there's a bit strict on opening a car wash. It has to be in a specific area, in Sana'iyya side, industrial area.
Yeah.
Car polish came in my mind. That was easy for me. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I opened it. I started doing some research, any business that you need to open, you have to do some research on with it.
So idea was in looking at the phases that you've gone through. So first thing was the idea, and then when came the idea, which you nailed it down to car polishing and maintenance,
Yes.
and then came down to researching. You said you started researching about the idea, right?
Yes, researching is you see what is available here, what are the competitors doing here, what is abroad, what are the competitors, this business line. Okay, what is car? Because believe it or not, and sadly, abroad, when you look at the car polishing industry abroad, it's a different world. They actually don't even call it car polishing; they call it auto detailing. But because it's different, But alhamdulillah, there are a few. Tariq, don't get me wrong, there are a few, mashallah, high standard car polishing. Yes, that regarding the car polish business, let's speak right now. I think regarding the car polish business,
But you know what, particularly what I like about you, Hamood, is that when I met up with a friend of mine, what we do at Knowledge Talks is we try to highlight talented people, and people who come up and do things here in Oman, and let others learn as well that they can do it. There's many of these car polishing, but these are owned by big companies, But then you find, can anyone do it? Can any individual do it? And here's an example to yourself. I mean, you come up and you say, I had an idea and I wanted to do it, and there you go, you started it up. That's a very good one.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Tariq, believe me, anybody can do it, and it's a very easy, it's not a complicated a business line, and it's very good. I mean, it's a good revenue because cars,
you make good money out of that, huh?
Yes, you can make good money out of car polishing business, and it doesn't require that much. Maybe if you have around 5,000 riyal, that one you're gonna make like a very good car polishing shop. I'm talking about the machines, starting the business, getting the machines, the area, good location, having maybe 6-month rent. I actually started around with 5,000, bro. That's why I can say that.
Okay, so you just started with 5,000.
Yes, and I started.
And you recovered all your money so far?
Well, it's just been open just now we're just running it for it's been. These things are. So I'm making good revenue.
But you make good revenue. You're happy with it.
Yes, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I can say that there is good revenue in this business.
MashaAllah.
And I would advise people, it's not a complicated business. All the vendors.
So you don't recommend if I open one, like my own polishing business as well?
Yes, I mean, you have to be ambitious about it, not just for the sake of money. You have to do some research regarding car polishing is a different world when you come to it, because it's regarding the paint of the vehicle. Now, I've learned a lot, believe me, through car polishing, and I don't want to do it like a normal standard. I would like my car polishing shop to be a high standard, because there's a lot of things behind it, and personally for me, as you know, Tariq, I told you that I'm working in my own car polishing shop. You understand me? I'm the one that's working there, and the thing is, alhamdulillah, the machines. There's a lot of things regarding the car polishing, how to maintain your machines, the things that are very important, so you don't spend, you don't lose, and you have to understand, you have to study how to polish a vehicle.
And that's all you did through your research. Yes. So you had an idea, you went out to do your research about how you can implement it, and then you went and you opened it. Of course, you said your dad supported you as far as the finance is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to call in is 24602058. I repeat, that is 24602058 if you have any question with reference to our guest today, which is Hamood Al-Maskri, and the owner of a car polishing business here in Oman. Now, tell me one thing, Hamood.
Yes.
If you're telling me each company would have some kind of a services and products, product and services. What are your products and services?
We do car polishing, like the 3-stage polishing, which is completely taking the swirls out from the car paint.
Okay.
And we what's it called? Do the full cleaning with. We use steam machines. We use a steam machine to clean, and we also have chemicals. But it depends on the customer himself if he wants the chemicals, and plus that, it comes in a package, and also depends on the state of the car. So the services that we provide is actually just polishing and cleaning. I mean, when we opened the program, Tariq, you said that I am the founder of the car polishing cleaning. Well, when you say it like that, it's like I'm the founder of all the car cleaning polishes. No, that's the name of the shop. It's just,
and they even selected a very unique name. I see.
No, believe it or not, man, everybody has that name, Tariq.
So everybody uses the same name?
Yes.
So then how can we find you then?
Okay, well, you can find me in Al-Amrat, and I can pass my number. You guys can call up and I'll show you the exact place. If you want me to explain to you where the location is right now?
Yeah, so then I want to come bring my car after the show today, so I know where the place is.
Okay, let me explain it to you. Like, if you're coming from the mountainside, if you're coming from the Al-Amrat mountainside, the Boshar one, when you come down, from the mountain. Just keep going straight. You'll get to a roundabout. Go straight. You'll get to a traffic light.
Okay.
Okay. In this traffic, in front of you, there'll be a flyover. Just right in front of this traffic light. Go under the flyover. Just keep going straight. Traffic light straight. You'll take a right. You'll find it's like the way to enter to the Shell petrol bulb. Al Mahaj is the name of the area.
Okay.
So you just keep going straight.
And how then you get to know about the location, by the way? I'm just trying to understand the whole dynamics of the business, how you came to know about it.
Well, regarding that location, why I chose it.
Why you chose that location? Why did you choose any other place? Why not Al Khawd? Why not Al Qaram? Why not
to be honest with you,
Jibru or something?
No, it's let me tell you something. That location is, subhanallah, you know, it was a coincidence. I was not actually living in Al Amrat. I was actually in another location, but once I moved there, the area that I took the shop and the location, it doesn't have that much polishing shops around.
Oh, I guess that's I liked. That's specifically why I asked you a question. Is because I wanted to know you went to an area where there is no service of polishing being provided. Exactly. So that's where you went and you opened it.
Exactly.
I love that.
There's not that much competition around there.
Awesome.
And it's a big area. It's a new area, and it's close to the barber shop. It's close to a lot of things. So you know, some people it's you know, the location is very important. In fact, you mean. For a car polishing shop, to be honest with you, Tariq, I mean, as long as you don't open it in the middle of the desert, okay, you'll get business as long as there's a place where there's cars. Everybody's using cars today. So it just depends on which location you open it. If you have competition around you, okay, competition is a natural thing. It's actually healthy because it makes you raise your standard. You should try to understand the business, as I told you, and try to give a customer like a proper job. I mean, believe it or not, if you can polish a vehicle, if a vehicle is polished properly, and it's a swirl-free vehicle, you know how do you know once you need to polish your vehicle is when you park the vehicle opposite the sun. Once the sun is like reflecting its light from the paint, if you see like there is like a, you know, they call them cobweb, but if it's like scratches, it's like scratch on the on the car. If you see that's available, if you see that's on the car, then you might be due for a car polish. You might be due for a polish. And how can you maintain not to get those swirls in your car? It's you know, believe it or not, one of the most important things, Tariq, is you know, we have our situation here is very dusty. So like the environment is dusty. So
I think we've got a caller. Give me a second. Just we've got a call. I think online. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Hey, mashallah. This is Tariq Al-Barwani.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. May I know who's speaking, please?
This is Amr Abdullah.
Mr. Amr Abdullah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Mashallah. Mr. Hamood Al-Maskri is there today.
Yes.
Live on the air.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hamood is here with us today on air. You must be one of... are you his friend, his cousin, or a customer?
I'm his customer.
Okay, mashallah.
And I called to give him a compliment. Mashallah.
Thank you very much.
Mashallah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I had my car with him, and mashallah, from the before and after, it was mashallah.
Thank you very much.
Very good job.
Thank you very much.
I fully recommend.
Thank you.
Hamood Al-Maskri, he is a talented,
Thank you.
and he knows what he's doing, and he has the quality of chemicals that he uses. The good thing that I like with Hamood is he have the chemicals, and they are expensive chemicals, and they do react.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
he was explaining to me how they're going to react from the dirty of the car that I have, whether it is the exterior or the interior.
Yes, sir.
And yes, he achieved it, and I give him a compliment. He has done a good job. Thank you very much, Hamood.
Thank you very much. I just want to remember, are you the one that is having the white car CX-9, was it, or 8?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I remember you. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amar.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Now that's I really like that. I mean, you find one of your customers who comes in and speaks good about you, and also you knowing this gentleman and what car he has and what color.
Yes.
Now, one thing that he mentioned is about the chemicals and the thing that you use. We're going to take a quick break, and then I would like to know more about that.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my guest is Hamood Al Maskri, an owner of a car polishing company. Before the music break, we looked into how he was working for a company, and of course decided to leave and start his own business. And we looked into how did he go about it, the whole transition from coming up with the idea, going to his research, finding where should he put up the shop, getting the money from a family that is from his dad, and then setting up the business. But of course, he had to learn about the product as well. And today he's making good with the business. We've got one of the customers who called in and was very, very happy with it. And now we've got another caller online. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Najwa.
Najwa, how are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well, Najwa.
Yeah. I would like to congratulate your guest. He sounds very positive, which is very nice. You know, to hear an entrepreneur who's quite positive and passionate about his business.
Thank you.
And I had two questions, if I may ask.
Please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was wondering, what's the long-term mission of the business? You know, how are you planning to develop your business? Is there a particular goal, that you have that will differentiate you from all the, auto detailing, detailing outlets?
Okay.
And my second question is, if you had one piece of advice for any other entrepreneur, what would that be?
Okay. Thank you very much, Najwa. First of all, thank you very much. And these are good questions. These are very good questions. The first question is, I did think about it, Yani, what is my future plans, Yani? How do I want to be in this business? And, I think about it like, it comes to my mind like this, Yani. I wish just to have, branches everywhere.
Yes.
I wish to have, Yani, everywhere I have a branch. But to achieve that, I don't want to have a normal branch. I want to be professional at what I do. And to achieve that, I have to be pro. With everything, and studying the business properly, and customer satisfaction is very important. So we can do a lot of research really helps, believe me. I mean, you can from abroad even, if you see the standards, European standards, when they do their business, there's a big difference. After sales is quite poor here, sadly to say that. After sales service, we've all experienced bad after sales service here. And so what can you do for the country is, you try to, excel in everything, even the after sales, whatever business you want to do. And, we try to keep your competitors, like high competitors, so you can challenge them. I mean, we learn, we don't copy, but we learn from people, so be open to learn things and implement it. And as an entrepreneur, what advice would I give anybody? I wish you should be mentally prepared for it, because it's mentally it's one of the most. If you have the money, if you have everything, but if you're not mentally prepared, and believe me, it's not that difficult. When I say mentally prepared, I mean you have a focus in your life, okay, that you have a dream, okay, and you want to accomplish it. Now through that road, it's not going to be full of roses. You're gonna have tough
It's gonna be one hell of a roller coaster.
Exactly, and you should be ready for that roller coaster. Believe me, and that makes it exciting. Well,
yeah. Because I'm sure you are trying to convince Najwa to join him. Probably she's an entrepreneur herself.
Yeah, inshallah, all of us. I think to build our country, we need such passion.
Yes.
And we need also a clear goal. That's why I'm asking, because we need to differentiate our businesses from the others.
Yes.
Rather than opening a typical abaya shop or a typical grocery shop
or coffee shop, or a
something that will become international. Why not? You can do it.
Yes.
Inshallah,
all of us can do it if we just.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Najwa, for the call, and for as well acknowledging Hamood, and we wish you the very best as well, inshallah.
Thank you very much.
Wish you the best.
Tell me now, just picking up what Najwa has asked, tell me about your specifically, or the previous customer who called in, Amor, I think. Yes, Amor.
Yeah.
You talked about the chemical process, some kind of a chemical thing. What do you do?
Okay, so we have the chemicals in our shop, but believe it or not, Tariq, I don't want to use those chemicals, but we sometimes the customer might want to use chemicals in his vehicle. I would prefer, because we use steam. We have a steam machine and we have the chemicals. Chemicals as in all-purpose chemicals. They're not that acid, but it's at the end of the day, it's chemicals. Most of the people right now, they're trying to go green on everything, and really I support that. But I only have those chemicals if the customer himself requested. No, I don't want to just steam washed. I want to use chemicals, and so then we'll use the chemicals. But believe it or not, the steam can take away any dirt. Believe me, just with a bit of a scrub and it's hot steam. I would prefer using that. But at the end of the day, we listen to the customer. So if the customer wants to get his car cleaned by chemicals, well, our products we only use one brand. I use Mothers polishes, car cleaning. It's you can find it in the internet. They're very known. So I get all my products from them, and I can trust them because they're internationally known, and they've been in the business for a long time. They supply everything from car polishing, from cleaning, detail to everything. So I just deal with one because I found the vendor. The vendor is in Ma'bela, okay, and he gets his stuff. It's actually, it's easier for me. And I would always suggest with somebody, Tariq, if you're planning to open a business, try to search for the vendors around here. And believe me, today you'll find them. If you really search, you'll find them. Because I found even my steam machine is from Caccia, the Italian brand.
Okay.
I found a difficult time trying to find it. They opened a shop in, what's it called, Muscat Grand Mall, if I'm not mistaken. And 3 years ago, they closed. So I was like searching. Everybody's... I was searching for a steam machine, and subhanAllah, then I found it. I found a very good one, in fact, and more than my expectation, which is only in Ghala. So my vendors, if I have a problem with that machine, I can go straight to Ghala and meet the guy instead of, I buy something from abroad. And, if you have no choice, then, it's okay, whatever it takes.
And the good news is that you're getting business, you're getting customers, and you said there is a need for it, right?
Yes, car polishing. Everybody's using cars. If you everybody's using cars. Anything to do with cars is a success if you, do it. Be serious in the business. Don't just try to copy and do something just to rip off people and just bring cheap products. No, you won't get far like that. But if you want to really satisfy because the customer is what. His satisfaction means a lot, and that's one thing that I've learned from working in these international companies. Believe me, Tariq, I've learned a lot working for these big companies because they're internationally, because they follow a few sets of rules. It's a different story when you go inside, but they're international because they follow a few sets of rules. And alhamdulillah, what I'm trying to do is learning from all those, alhamdulillah, getting the chance to work with, I won't say the names of the companies, but they're internationally known. I thank them. Because of them, I'm right now taking this business, my own passion, in a professional way that I couldn't have not done it if I didn't work for them. You understand me?
I respect that. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah. Now, I have one of my cars is a black color, not a good color, of course, as you know.
Why would you say that?
And I'm telling you, unless it's a good car, you make me happy. But anyway, because of the heat here in Oman, I get heat very fast inside the car.
Yes, I know.
Don't enjoy driving the car sometimes. Tell me one thing.
Yes.
Why should I polish? I want to know the basic point of the basics of why should I polish.
Well, first step is polishing your car actually maintains the paint on your car. By maintaining the paint on your car, you by the way, if you're doing a proper polish, you just need to do it twice a year. But why should you polish your vehicle? Okay, maintaining your car paint. You never know. One day you might want to resell the car. Or you want to sell the car and get a new one. Believe me, that once somebody comes to buy the vehicle, he looks at the cleanliness of the vehicle because it shows what kind of driver was driving it. If you see the paint is all, is faded and engine is all dirty, it shows very clear what kind of driver was driving this car. But if the car it's for your own good. Believe me, if somebody really takes care of his car, and there's a lot of car lovers out there. Okay, and they take care of their car very well. They polish it maybe twice a year.
But isn't it too much?
What to polish it? See, in this weather we have dust, and it's a sun. It's kind of hot. It's affecting the paint. It depends on Tariq. To be honest with you, it depends on the person's choice. I mean, what do you want your car to look good? Do you want your car paint to be looking good? I mean, do you really care about your car? I mean, it goes down to the person's personality now.
Is there disadvantages of not polishing a car?
Yes, your paint could eventually come off. If you see in someone's car that looks like it's like the paint is how can I explain,
fading away or something,
fading and big time, and you can see like the colors all changing, that means that guy has never ever taken care of has never took it for a what's it called, a car polish. Now there's a way you can maintain the paint, so you don't always need to visit a car polishing shop, or you don't need to polish your car. I mean, they say that the most simplest way to maintain the paint is doing the 2-bucket method, which is, believe it or not, Tariq, is the old school method, which is 1 bucket water and 1 bucket soap, and you just dip first, like you rinse it out with water, then you wash it with soap, let the soap react for about a minute on the paint, and then with cleaning the water off, rinsing the soap off.
Okay,
that's actually the best way of maintaining your paint. But through the lifestyle today, we're too busy, and we don't have time for this step to getting the.
So that's why you go to a car polishing company. That's why you see there is a need. There's a market.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I would advise, what would advise everybody right now that's listening, if you want to really maintain, I can tell you that never, if your car is dusted, okay, and you just grab a cloth. Now, don't grab any cloth. You should grab a microfiber cloth. Microfiber cloths are made to catch dust. So have a microfiber cloth always in your car, okay? And whenever you see that your
it's
car...
a microfiber
cloth.
Okay, where can I get this cloth?
You can get them in Carrefour, you can get them in any auto detailing
and anybody can do it, and I don't need someone specialist to do it for me, right?
I mean, this is if you want to maintain the paint on your car. If you don't want to spend, you don't want to polish your car, this is car paint maintenance, so you just buy those microfiber. You can get it from Carrefour, you can get it from any car polishing shop, or any car accessories shop. The good quality ones are always best to purchase, which might be expensive and very soft. Now these microfiber cloths, they catch dust. They're special for catching dust or any particles. So now your car is dusted. If you have that cloth and you don't just take the cloth and just wipe it on your car. It scratches. Those little particles actually scratch the paint. Now, eventually getting the habit of just always, just dryly, you need some lubricant on that, on the paint, so you don't scratch the paint with the dust. The dust doesn't scratch on the paint. It might sound like, dust, how can that scratch the paint? It's very light. Well, it can, because the paint is sensitive. There's on top of the paint. I heard someone say that you should you should take care of the car paint just like you take care of your face, because it is sensitive. Okay, there's a clear coat on that, and we can go really deep into the maintenance, but I'll just give you the main things. Whenever your car is dusted, never dry it with a dry towel. Don't use any towel. Use microfiber towels. They're the best towels for cleaning the car. Make sure it's damped. It's damped with water. Then you can take the dust off from your car. Make sure that the cloth is damped. Never use it while it's dry and there is dust in your car, because it eventually scratches your paint. If you want it, and if you're living in a car wash area, one of the worst things you can do to your paint and is taking it to the car, that's the wash that is the ones, I don't know what they call them materials that hit your cars. The car, Tariq, help me out here, bro. The car wash machines that have I don't know what to
the
call
automated one, when you go inside
the automatic one, yes, the quick automatic one, okay? Yeah. The one that is having like the cloth.
Yes.
Now that's the worst thing you can do to your car, man. Because,
so there's the automated one. You don't recommend people to do that, huh?
No.
Because they scratch the car, I think, is it?
It does scratch the car. You think that thing, those look very friendly, but it's actually doing a lot of damage to your car. They never replace that. That's just, one car after another just goes in, and that just keeps catching dust, and when you come in your car, it just slaps all that dust on you.
Mamma mia.
Yes.
Okay.
And so what I think would advise, you can use it as a, what's it called?
A spray or something?
Yeah, a spray wash, like
the manual one.
The manual one. You can use the manual one. Or there are some car washes that actually have the pressure water. They don't have the automatic car wash, but they just use pressured water. They don't use any material. Then once you wash your car, you can try it, and
Okay, DJ Ayub, our studio, says he likes your points very much, and he says he's got some of his friends' cars. They got some scratches. How can they remove the scratches? Can the polish remove the scratches?
Yes, the polish.
And what kind of scratches that you can't remove?
Well, the DJ Ayub, thanks for the question, bro. Well, see, you can use the wax. Using the wax on your car, I mean, that actually covers the scratches, and it's good to always wax your car. Maybe look at the product. Some products might last 3 weeks. Some products might last 2 weeks. And it depends on the product that you buy. Car waxes are really good for your paint. I mean, first of all, they protect it from UV rays, and they're very cheap. But don't buy the cheap product. What's it called? Wax. I'll give you a good example. A good one is a carnauba wax. That's the Brazilian carnauba wax. Is supposed to be the best wax for the car. So you can just manually, and apply this wax only once your car is cleaned, okay? Because that covers up that if your car is dusted and you put that on top, you will scratch your car. So make sure the car is cleaned. Take your car to a car wash, or you can manually do it yourself, okay, with the 2-bucket method, 1 bucket soap, 1 bucket water, okay, just the normal, because they say this is the best way. It's because you're not putting too much pressure on the car. And not only that, if you just let the soap itself work its magic on the paint, on the dirt, it'll come off. You can just rinse it off. Just give it like a minute or something for the soap to do its thing. Don't just put the soap in the car and alatul just rinse it out with water. Just let the soap work for itself. And after you clean your car, there's 2 type of waxes. You can get the hard type of wax that comes with a like a sponge foam pad, or you can get the one that is comes with the liquid. They're both the same thing. Some say that this is what some say. The hard type of wax is better. It lasts longer than the liquid type of wax. Anyway, once your car is clean, just spray 1 layer of wax. You just put it in the foam pad, okay, and you just you wipe it all over the car. You put a layer of wax on your car. Now that is the best maintenance, and it's the cheapest way. A good quality wax, Tariq, would cost around, I think, maybe 6 riyals, and that wax would maybe take you for like a 6 month. But it depends on the product. Maybe the expensive one will last longer, of course. Maybe 2 months. It depends on the maintenance that you do on the car. But if say example, your car is in a very bad situation, as DJ Ayub says, example, the car is still in a bad situation, okay, it's having like scratches and things, you can polish that out. You can do like a polish, and it removes it all, and you put the wax in. When you put the wax in, khalas, it can protect for like 6 months.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for the advices. That's very, very good. Now, I like about you, my friend, is that you know your product very well. You know your service very well. And that's what's good. So someone goes and open up a business. First thing, they have an idea. And then, of course, they have the plan on how they're going to execute that idea.
Yes,
they have the research about the idea. And is the market ready for it? Do the market need it? And where should I go to it? Finally, they need the cash, the money. And then they go out there and they execute their business. And I like the way your thought process until where you've come and implement. It's very easy. Someone just has an idea, go out and do it. And that's what you did, my friend. And it's very, very good.
Yes, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I mean, things come to play once you have something really, you have something in your heart and you want to do it.
And entrepreneurship is a good thing, man. It's not a nightmare kind of thing.
No, it's worth it. At the end of the day, even whatever comes through, it's worth it because it's for your own benefit. You're not working for anybody. They say that it's either you work for somebody to build their dream. I think you've heard this, right?
Yeah, the Steve Jobs thing, is it?
Yeah. That's what he said?
Yes,
I'm not Einstein, but
okay.
But they say that, if you either get employed to build somebody's dream or you employ someone to build your dream. Well, whatever the case is, it's better to work for yourself and, build your own dream.
Be your own boss.
Exactly.
Now tell me one thing, Hamood.
Yes.
Today you get a call from one of the international car polishing company, and they say, "Hello, Hamood. Yes, how are you doing, my friend?"
Yes,
say, "We have a job for you, and you are going to be the CEO of our company. Will you join them or not?"
Oh my God. Okay. See, I need to think about that because at the end of the day, I'm thinking
But
of my
you're going to go and
benefit.
build up their dream.
No. See, what I will do is maybe I will go there just to get the experience.
My man.
And then get out and build my dream.
That's what I'm talking about.
I will think about, okay, so they think of their benefit and I think of my benefit.
Wow.
I will go there to play, to learn. Learn and see, believe me, learning is something money can't buy.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. What was the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Rasulullah? Iqra. And he said it how many times? He said it 3 times.
Yes, sir.
Iqra. Iqra. You see?
Yes, sir. And I do believe that, man.
That's the importance.
Yes, yeah. We have to read books and, you know, educate ourselves and learn about what we do.
Yeah.
And life is, as I told you, Tariq, we learn from each other. I can learn from the guy that's sweeping the street, something,
Yes.
you know, and he can learn something from me.
Good.
That's how life is. We learn from people. We don't challenge people. I don't think we should challenge anybody, you know, and, you know, make any conflicts. But we learn from people, and, you know, we try to help people. And believe me, Allah will help you if you help people. And, you know, you should don't be, just be a good-hearted person and have an ambition for something, and Allah would make things easy. And believe me, Allah is the one that made everything easy for me. I just want to put that on the radio.
Alhamdulillah.
That's
Well done.
exactly what happened, Tariq.
Alhamdulillah. Well done, Hamood.
Tawakkal ala Allah.
Yeah. Tell me one thing, Hamood. How do you keep yourself upbeat and energetic? What keeps you motivated? You have a very positive mind, and that's what I like about you.
Thank you very much.
But what keeps you upbeat and motivated and energetic? This is good for our listeners to learn about.
Sure. I will tell the listeners the honest truth. Okay, well, I did everything, but there's nothing like, you know, praying 5 times a day, okay, on their times. Believe me, bro, I know some might be laughing like, what? This guy praying? But I've done everything, man. I've traveled, you know, I've done all of it, but nothing keeps me fresh and nothing keeps me positive. Like, حافظ على صلاتي. Sometimes, you know, I try my best to read the Quran, even, you know, whenever I try to read the Quran, and, you know, it keeps me peace, man. It gives me peace more than anything. My prayers and the Quran. And I advise anybody to do that, because believe me, when you do anything, you have to be mentally prepared. And when you do this thing, when you يعني تحافظ على صلاتك وتقرأ القرآن, يعني you be mentally prepared, يعني وصدقني ربك يخلي الأمور سهل. That's the honest truth.
Sahih.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Hamood, is anything you wish to share to our audience today before I end of our program?
I just wish يعني everybody who has a dream, you know, just go for it. يعني just go for it and never give up. And, you know, be good to the people. You know, just help, and Allah will help you. Yani be good with people, help people, and your things will come easy, bro. And that's the life.
Hamood, thank you very, very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM 90.4 to share about your business, your motivation, how did you start, the challenges that you've gone through, and where you are today. And inshallah, I wish you the very best and success in all that you do, my friend.
Thank you very much, Tariq. Thank you for having me. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday, same time at 5 p.m. for a knowledge session. I'm Tariq Hilal Al-Barwani, along with our studio engineer DJ Ayub, wishing you all a happy and a pleasant week. مع السلامة.